Okay. Uh, a very good evening to everyone. Am I audible to you all?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, fine. Okay, thanks for your response. Okay, we will just start the class. Okay, so the people who are able to join, let them join in between, or else we will be sharing this recorded video to them. No issue. So, okay, let's start our class here. So, in the yesterday's class, we have gone through the basics, like what we discussed in the last class. Just we have seen about introduction to DevOps and how the DevOps got emerged, like different methodologies which we were using earlier, and how why we are using DevOps. Okay, we have some different teams will be there for preparing any application. So we have some methods like waterfall model, agile methodology. What are the problems we have faced in waterfall model, and how agile methodology is solving those problems. All those things we have discussed. Apart from that, we have seen DevOps introduction, DevOps definition, and the tools which we are going to discuss. And these are the things. These are some of the points which we have discussed in the last class. So today we will discuss something else, and then we will jump into the practicals. Okay, so let me open my PPT here. You just respond, guys. Can you able to see my PPT here?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine, fine. Thank you. So here, before jumping into the practicals, you should know some points here. Like you should know about cloud computing. Cloud computing. Okay. So do you have any idea to anyone about the cloud computing? Anybody are having any idea about this cloud computing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Let me explain. See, here, before jumping into the practicals, you should know these terminologies, which we are going to use in our tools. Okay, so today I may take little more, around 1 to 1.5 hours. Is it okay for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Because today's topic is like that. I told you, know, it's like topic wise. It's not like some days it will be more than 1 hour, and some days it will be around 1 hour. Okay, is it okay for everyone if I take 1.5 hours, if possible?
Yes,
Please.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thanks for your reply. Okay, first we will see about cloud computing. Okay, so here, before I'm explaining about this cloud computing, you should know some things like uh, all of you are having idea on, suppose, see here, we should know about physical versus cloud. Okay, suppose if you want to establish one company, what are the things you require? Basically, first one, what are the things you require to establish any company? We need servers, right? We need servers. Okay. Means, what do you mean by server here? Server is nothing but it's just like your, system only, but it is having little higher configuration, which we are having your laptop. Suppose if your laptop is having some, 500 GB or 1 TB, server might be having some 1000 TB. Okay, that's it, which is having some higher configuration. Okay, server is nothing but which is having some higher configuration, nothing more than that. Okay, so we need servers. So if you want to install servers manually, I'm talking about physical setup right now. Okay, suppose if you need some 1000 servers or 100 servers for establishing one company, I need some 100 servers. Means for establishing one server, we for buying for buying one server, it will be taking around 1 lakh rupees. Let us assume like this. If you want to buy 100 servers, it involves some crores of rupees, right? That's why it is not at all possible to everyone to establish IT company. Okay, we need, it involves lot of money. Okay, that is first requirement. Okay, next one is OS, means operating systems. See, even though if you are trying to, anyways, you have somewhat you have arranged with this money. Okay, then what about operating systems? That is not at all free, right? if it is Windows operating system means we need to buy license for each and every server, right? That is not at all free. Of course, I'm not talking about pirated versions and all, which we are going to use in our laptops. So in companies, we are going to use genuine, I mean, licensed ones. Okay. So for Windows, if you want to configure this, you need to pay lakhs of amount for this, license and all. Of course, in Linux, it is completely free, absolutely free. In Windows, we need to buy license for that. Okay, that is second thing. For that also, lot of money is involved. Next, third one is softwares. Software. See, software, after installing OS, we need to install softwares, right? So those softwares, some are free and some are not free. We need to purchase the license for that software and we need to renewal for that software. There also a lot of money is involved. Okay, and next one is network. Next one is network. See, network means, what do you mean by network here? Suppose you are buying these many servers, servers will be there. Okay, like this, you are having many servers. Okay, and of course, you have installed OS in these servers. Okay, how do you connect these servers? Using some network. Okay, that is the network here. For that also, we need to spend a lot of money here. Okay, and next one is maintenance. Okay, maintenance. See here, generally, if you buy server, you need to maintain the server. I mean, AC, everything we need to maintain. Of course, once if you buy in daytime, we will use. In nighttime, we need for maintaining these servers, we need AC continuously 24/7. We need AC here. Okay, that will comes under maintenance here. Okay, that also will be causing high. Okay, so I think I am getting some noise. Is it same for everyone? Are you getting any kind of disturbance from my end?
No. It is clear.
Okay, fine. Okay, I think it's okay, fine. Okay, maintenance. That is the meaning of maintenance here. Means it's not so easy to maintain all these servers. 24/7 AC should run. Okay, that is a kind of maintenance here. Next one is admin. Admins means here we are having two types of admins. One is system admin. Different admins will be there. System admins will be there, and uh, network admins will be there, and we are having database admins. What these admins will do? Actually, the task of admins is after buying the servers, installing OS for maintaining softwares, who will do all these things? These admins, system admins, network admins, database admins, all these people, they are going to do all this task. Okay, so we need to pay salaries for them. For system admins, if you are having some 100 system admins, 100 network admins, for each and every person, we need to pay a minimum 30 to 40,000 per month. Like that, we need to spend some crores of rupees here also. That's why it is not so. This is just physical setup. Even though somehow I have managed with this money, I have money with me, but I need, what I want is, suppose what I want is here. Okay. Here, suppose I want to establish some, some 100 servers and okay, 1,000 servers. Let me talk. I want to establish. Okay, what about time here? What about time? How many days it will take for getting this setup here? Basically, the thing
It
is
will take nearly 10,
for setting.
nearly 10 days time.
Okay, let us take around 20 days for setting all these things. Buying server, installing softwares, everything. For setting up one server, it is taking around 20 to 20 days. Okay, like that, if you want to set around 100 or 1,000 servers, how many days it is going to take? Suppose I need 1,000 servers or 100 servers. Okay, then how many days it will take? It takes some months, right? And but I need some in each server. Is it possible it means it's not possible to everyone to establish IT company, because these are all the things, a lot of money is involved, all these things are involved in this. That's why it is not at all possible. Suppose I want 1,000 servers such that each server should have some 100 GB of RAM. Each server should have some 100 GB of RAM. And of course, each server should have some, 100 CPU cores. CPU cores means dual cores, octa cores, whatever the, size of core increases, your performance will increases. Okay, processor, it's a kind of processor. Okay, and of course, I want some 100 TB of hard disk. 100 TB of hard disk. Each server should have this configuration. That too, in 1 minute, I need this entire setup. Is it possible physically?
No, ma'am.
That too, in 1 minute, I want this entire setup. It's not at all possible if I go with physically, but it is possible in cloud. This thing is possible in cloud. Now, you are understanding, right? Physical setup versus this cloud. Right,
Yes, ma'am.
everyone? So here, cloud means, suppose, let me take one example of Google Drive. Okay, Google Drive. See, in Google Drive, how do you access this Google Drive? We can store something, right? So in Google Drive, who is maintaining this Google Drive? It is maintaining by Google company. Okay, so this Google Drive, by using, we will be, by using this Google Drive, we can store some data. Okay, in the same manner, means who is maintaining this? We are having 15 GB data in Google Drive for free, right? Of course, if we want to increase, then they will charge. Okay, after 15 GB, it is free. Then after, they are going to charge. Okay, how we are able to access this one? The physical setup of this Google Drive has been maintained by somebody in Google. Okay, means the physical setup is there in some other location, and we are accessing this Google Drive through internet. That is called cloud here. Okay, cloud means the physical setup will be maintained by somebody else. Throughout the world will be there. Somebody else will be maintaining, but we are accessing their infrastructure through internet. Okay, pay as you go basis means how much you are using, that much only you are going to pay. Okay, suppose if you are using for 2 days, you are paying only 2 days. If you are using for 1 minute, you are going to pay only for 1 minute. Like this. So here, if you want, this is one best example what I can give. So before jump into the practicals, here you should know some more things. You understood, right? The difference between the physical setup and cloud setup. Everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now here, what I want is, see, I told you about Google Drive, right? So for creating Google Drive, what will happen? What we need? We need one Google account. Okay, so here, if you want to access this thing, like this cloud infrastructure, okay, so here, AWS, we are using services of AWS Cloud. AWS means Amazon Web Services here. Okay, we are making use of this AWS Cloud. That means the AWS is providing each and everything. Services, it is providing some infrastructure. Okay, computing means computers here. Cloud means here the physical setup will be somewhere else. We are accessing the physical setup through internet. That is the meaning of cloud here. Okay, computing means computers. Okay, so here AWS is giving the computers here for us. Means it is giving infrastructure for us. Okay, and not only infrastructure, it is going to give many services. I'll show you everything practically. Okay, so how to access this AWS here? Before going to accessing this AWS, you just have to know some points here. That is, see, sorry, I told you about Google Drive, right? In Google Drive, we have some setup, physical setup, which is there in somebody's location. Suppose if you want to access this Google Drive, you need one Google account, right? In the same manner, here we can call it as Amazon Web Services. Why we are calling it as web services? Because it is providing service to us. That's why we are calling it as Amazon Web Services. Okay, because it is providing service to us. Not only service, of course, it is providing some infrastructure to us. That's why we are calling it as Amazon Web Services here. Okay, so here, if you want to access this Google Drive, you need some Google account. In the same manner, if you want to use this AWS services, we need AWS account. We need one AWS account. I'll show you how to create that account and all. Okay. And here, let us see how to create the AWS account now. Before that, let me show my slides here. So these are my slides here. Cloud computing is on-demand delivery of IT resources through cloud platform, through internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. That means how much you use, that much you are going to pay. Okay. On-demand delivery of IT resources means if you demand, then they will deliver. That is the meaning here. Okay, that IT resources might be computers or storage, applications, anything. You are going to access these resources through internet. Okay, who is going to provide these resources? AWS. How they are going to provide? Pay as you go basis. Means how much you are using, that much you will pay. If you are using for 2 days, you will pay for 2 days. Okay, like that. Okay. So in a single line, I can compromise this one, like accessing IT resources provided by cloud providers through web. Okay, here we are having different cloud providers. Not only this AWS, we are having Azure. Okay, which is maintained by Microsoft company, and we are having GCP, which is maintained by Google company. This AWS is maintaining by Amazon company. Okay, so these all are different cloud providers. Okay, so here we have these three keywords, that is on demand. That means if you demand, then they will deliver. Scalable. Next is scalable means here, what do you mean by scalable? Here, suppose I told you here, no, I need this one. I told, scalable means here, if you want to increase this one to 200 GB. Okay, if you want to increase this server memory for 200 GB, then we can increase. No, if you want to decrease only 50 CPU cores, then you can decrease. That is the meaning of scalable. If you want to increase the configuration, then you can increase, or if you want to decrease the configuration, then you can decrease. That is the meaning of scalable here. Okay, pay what you use means how much you use, that much only we are going to pay here. That is the thing here. Okay.
Sorry
Next
for
one
the
is
interruption.
here. Why
There is
we
so
are
much of
choosing
background
only
noise.
AWS here? Sorry.
There's so much of background noise. I'm not sure, like everyone or mute or something like that. Yeah, I
Okay,
can
let
hear so much of
me
interruption.
mute them all. Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, it is clear now. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thanks for the update. So here, why we are using only AWS here? Because it is playing a major role in the market. And then Azure. That's why we are focusing on AWS here. Okay, many cloud platforms are there. Apart from that, AWS is more on demand here. Okay, we almost all companies are preferring AWS here. Okay, now coming to this here. See, as I told you, for accessing this Google Drive, we need Google account. Means like your Gmail account. Okay, Google account means using your Gmail or something else, we can access this Google Drive. And of course, same account you are going to use for YouTube, or you are going to use for Google Chrome, everything, right? In the same manner, we need some AWS account for accessing this AWS services. Okay, let us see how to create this AWS account now. Okay, so in any browser, you just open any browser and just open this AWS console management. Okay, just type in Google. See, you just see this AWS management console. Are you able to see the screen which I have trying to open now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Just click on sign into console. I'm already having account. That's why I'm able to open this. Of course, if you don't find the option to create account, you just click on the sign in. Let me log out from my account. Hey, internet is very slow. Okay, in Google, you just type AWS management console or console management. You can open any browser and you can use. Just click on this first website, AWS management console. You just click on log back in. Okay, here you will be having options here. You don't worry about all this. You can start from here or from here. It's up to you. Okay, or else you can go here. It's up to you. Okay, anything. Anyways, you can use. Sign into console. Just click on sign into console here. So you will be having create a new AWS account. You just click on this option. Yes, ma, everyone. Are you able to see my screen? Everyone? Everybody.
Yes.
Can you
Yes,
please
yes.
respond, guys?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine, fine. Okay, fine. Thank you, thank you. So here, how to create accounts means you just have to give any valid email address and you just have to give username. Okay, then you just verify. It's just like a Facebook account and all. Okay, if you click verify, then it will be prompting to next page. I will share the document how to create AWS account and all. I will share the PDF document. No need to worry. So it will prompt you next page. You just have to fill your general personal details. Okay, it's a free account. Okay, it's a completely free account. Okay, you won't get any bill here. Okay, and it will prompt to next page. There you have to enter your credit card details. Why it is asking, you can trust me. Okay, this is a Amazon website. There will be no fraud alerts and all here. So just you enter your credit card details or debit card details. Just they will deduct 2 rupees from your account. Okay, and of course that also will be refunded to you within 24 hours. Okay, just to verify the details. In future, if any bill is there means, then also they won't they won't cut from your account. That is for sure. Okay, so here this is free for 1 year. This account is free for 1 year. After 1 year, what you will do again? You are going to create one more account and you are going to practice. See, our maximum course is around 2 to 3 months, and remaining 9 to 10 months you can happily practice here. Okay, of course. If you are using, if you after 1 year also, you can create the account with some other details, some other mail ID. Okay, in such a way we can avoid the bill. You won't even get single rupee bill also. Okay, so they will deduct just 2 rupees from your account and it will be refunded to you again. So then if you click enter, then it will be asking some personal details like your name, home address, everything. All those things you can do. Okay, you try to create, feel free to create this AWS account. Okay, so as I'm having the account, I'm going to sign into the existing AWS account. Okay, I'm just clicking on this option. Okay, so I will share you the PDF document, how to create the AWS account. That steps also I will share with you. So let me log into my console. So whatever the mail ID you have given there, you don't worry about all these options. We will discuss in further classes. So just by default, it will be as a root user. Okay. So by default, it will be as a root user here. So you just click your mail ID. Just give password, whichever you have given. So for the first time, if you open this account, you can able to see the console or dashboard like this. See, you can call it as console or dashboard, anything. Okay, you can call it as console or dashboard, or you can say that any name you can call it as. Okay, console or dashboard or anything. Why the net is very slow today? See, if you log into your account, you also get the dashboard like this only. Don't worry about all these options. I will tell each and every option here. You no need to worry about each and every option here. I will tell you all the things in a while. Okay. So every day I will be telling you one option. Okay. In one day only, I will tell you all the options. You will afraid of this. So this is the region. We have many regions like this. Okay, if you select on this drop down, you can find many regions. That means if you select this drop down, you have many regions like this: Sydney, California, Mumbai, many regions like this you can find. Means here Amazon company is maintaining this physical setup in all these regions. You can select any region. Okay, there is no problem at all. Okay, you can select any region. Means in these stages, in these locations, they are maintaining their physical setup. Suppose I have selected Sydney region. It's up to you. You can even select Mumbai region or anything. Okay, I'm selecting Sydney region here. Okay, Sydney region I have selected. That means whatever the things I'm doing now here, that will be physically launched in the Sydney setup. Okay, that is the meaning of here. Understanding, right? So of course here on the top right top left corner you can see services. Okay, first service we are going to learn is in search bar or else sorry, here you can see many services. You just click on this compute, you have EC2 service, or in search bar directly you can type EC2. Okay, in search bar you can directly type EC2 here. So if you click on that service, you can get this kind of dashboard. Okay, these are the things. You just forget about all these details now. So you also will find same kind of all zeros you will get here, except this security group. Remaining all details will be zero only here for you also. Okay, this is a default one. Okay, so no need to worry about it. I'll tell you about all these options. Every day one option I will tell you. If I tell all the options today itself, you will forget all the things. That's why I'll make you to learn slowly. You no need to worry about all these things. Okay, so here these are the options here. First, we have to create one cloud server. Means EC2 means, let me explain you here. Here we have clicked on EC2. Okay, EC2. EC2. EC2 means what is the full form here? Anybody are having any idea? Anybody are having any idea on this AWS?
No clue, ma'am.
No.
Elastic compute.
Sorry?
Elastic compute.
Yes. Elastic Compute Cloud. Elastic Compute Cloud. That is the meaning of EC2 here. Okay. So why we are calling it as elastic here? Because Cloud means we know somewhere else physical setup they are maintaining. That's why we are calling it as cloud. Compute means computer. Elastic means we can increase or decrease the configuration of computers. Means using these services, AWS is going to provide the computers for us. That is the meaning here. Okay, using these services, AWS is going to provide computers for us. Okay, that is the meaning here. Okay, and of course, here we need to know some more things here. Like here, you just have to see before going to launch cloud instance or anything. First, we need to know about OS, that is operating systems. Okay, so in AWS language, OS is nothing but it's a kind of we are going to call it as Amazon machine image. Okay, Amazon machine image is the OS in terms of this you know in terms of this OS. Generally, we know OS is the operating systems. Okay, the operating systems we should call in AWS language as Amazon machine image, or else in simple terms we can call it as AMI or AMI. AMI we can call it as, or Amazon machine image also we can call it as. That is first one. Means we have many OSs, right? Like Windows OS will be there, Linux OS will be there. That's why if you want Windows OS, you should say Windows AMI. If you want Linux OS, then you should say Linux AMI. Okay, that is the thing here. And second one is we need CPU cores, and then we need like RAM. CPU cores and RAM. Okay. See, in previous days, these two CPU cores and RAM, they were giving separately. Like some crazy people will be doing like they were selecting some, one CPU core and 1 lakh RAM. Okay. And some 2 CPU cores or 1 lakh CPU core, 1 GB of CPU core, or 1 lakh GB of CPU core and 1 GB of RAM. Like this, they used to choose some odd combinations. Okay, if you want to give in simple example, suppose if you are purchasing one bike, okay, for that bike, if you attach some, lorry engine, how the performance will be? In the same manner, if you are for bus engine, if you are attaching some bike engine for bus, okay, how it is going to be? So performance will not show that much. That's why what they are giving, these two, they are giving like a set, like a pair. Amazon people are giving like a pair, like one CPU core means you have to choose some 2 GB of RAM. Okay, suppose if you need these two are one set. Like that, if you want 2 CPU cores, you have to give us some 4 GB of RAM. Suppose you need something like this is one set and this is also one set. Like this, set wise we have to select. Suppose if you need some 8 CPU cores, you just have to select 16. It's a combination. If you select this one, automatically this will get selected. Okay, like this, we are having around 128 CPU cores and the RAM size is around 4000 GB of RAM here. 4000 GB of RAM. Okay, like this, we need to select the set wise. Okay, we need to select the set wise here. Okay, we need to select the set wise. Just a minute. Okay, now here, that is the second one you should know. Okay, so here this we are going to call in AWS language as instance type. Okay, instance type. Okay, instance type means it will comes under CPU and RAM. Okay, and third one is EBS or hard disk. We can call it as hard disk. Okay, this hard disk in AWS language, we will call it as EBS. Okay, EBS means, the meaning of EBS is elastic block storage. That is the meaning of EBS. Okay, see here, storages are of many types. Okay, let me give you small about that storage. Storages of many types, like we have object storage, and we are having block storage. See, what is the difference between object storage and block storage? Object storage means we can save some MP3 files or videos or some folders, all the things we can store. Block storage means we can store some OS only. Let me give you, for example, I can give for object storage as pen drive. Pen drive is the best example for object storage. Means we can save some movies, PDFs or MP3 files, folders, all the things, right? For block storage, I can give best example as C drive. In our laptops, we are having C drive, right? So that C drive will come under block storage. Means in this C drive, we can store OS. Apart from that, we can even store these files and folders in C drive. But vice versa is not possible here. Okay, so that means in pen drive, can you install OS here? No, right? That's why vice versa is not possible. Okay, that is the meaning here. Okay, in block storage, sorry?
ఓఎస్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసినప్పుడు పెన్ డ్రైవ్ లోనే ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తారు కదా మేడం, అప్పుడు పెన్ డ్రైవ్ లో ఉంటది కదా ఓఎస్.
See, can you access that OS?
No.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so block storage means we can store OS here. Okay, means it's a kind of hard disk. Okay, it's a kind of hard disk here. Okay, so here this is the elastic block storage. Hard disk in EBS terminology, we are going to call it as elastic block storage. Okay, not only apart from this OS, we can even store some database and all in object storage. Okay, so pen drive లో స్పేస్ ఉందనేసి మనం OS ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసి యాక్సెస్ చేయగలుగుతామా వితౌట్ కనెక్టింగ్ టు ఎనీథింగ్? Can we install OS in pen drive?
No, ma'am.
No, right? That is what I'm trying to tell you. But in C drive, we can install, we can do some files and folders. We can save some files and folders, MP3, all the things, right? Apart from that OS.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what. Okay. So object storage means only to store something. Block storage means apart from the storing something, we can even do install OS. Okay, that is the meaning of block storage. Okay, but in AWS language, we are going to call this hard disk as a elastic block storage. Why we are calling it as elastic? We can increase or decrease the hard disk as per the requirement. Okay, block means installing OS. That's why we are calling it as elastic block storage. Okay, is this theory is clear? So that I will jump into the practicals. This theory along with the practical is very important.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you all
Understand.
okay? Fine. Let us jump into the practicals by combining. So first, what I will do, I will launch. See here, we are choosing all the things in different ways. Like here we will call it as instance type. I will select my required AMI and required instance type. I will select my required AMI. I will select my required instance type, and I will select my required EBS, and I will combine all together for getting my required server. This server we are going to call in AWS language as instance. Okay, instance. This is instance type. This is instance. Observe the difference here. Instance means we are going to choose our required configurations as per our requirement. Okay, we are going to choose our required OS, required AMI, required instance type, and required hard disk. Okay, so by combining all together, I will launch one server, means I will create one computer. Computer is nothing but that computer we are going to call it as instance in AWS language. Clear, everyone? So let me jump into the practicals here. So I'm already having the account here. So I will create, for creating, you just click instances here. Okay, see, these are the regions. You don't worry about all these things. I will explain you in a while. So either you can go here or else you can go here. Launch instance. Launch instance. So here you can choose options. Okay, means if you need one computer or two computers, anything you can use here. Suppose if you want 1,000 servers in 1 minute with the required options, you can select, just give the number, changing the number only. Okay, let me type here. Okay, the instance name, you can give any name. I'll give instance name as my Windows or Windows. Today what I will do, I will launch one Windows server. Okay, so I'm giving name as Windows. Okay, here you can give any name, it's up to you. Next is AMI, I told you, no, OS. Okay, so you need to select AMI. Okay, so here you have many things. Okay, you don't worry about all the things. I will explain you each and everything. So for time being, I need Windows instance. That's why I will choose this option as Windows. Okay, what we did right now, we have selected, we have given name here. Okay, and then we have chosen AMI. That means OS. I need Windows instance. That's why I have selected Windows AMI. Okay, and then you just click here. Okay, this is a instance. I mean, in this we need how many CPU cores you want. Okay, you just see this free tier eligibility tag. You just select the one which is having free tier eligibility tag only. You have many things. Okay, but don't go with all other things. You will get a bill. So just be careful whether the selected instance is under free tier eligibility tag is there or not. Okay, I'm going to here free tier eligibility tag is there. That's why I'm selecting this one. You can select anything which is having free tier eligibility tag. Okay, I'm selecting this one currently. Okay, so in this you can see how many it is a 64-bit XGB. Okay, so this is the this option you have to select. This is nothing but an Amazon machine image. That means OS we have selected with the required one. Okay, so then after here you have to select the instance type, means how many CPUs you need, how many GB you need. See here you can see the option. Okay, let me show you this. Here you can see how many CPU cores you need, how many GB. So here also what you do, you just select the one which is having free tier eligibility tag. Okay, for this I'm having free tier eligibility. That's why I'm selecting this one. For other AMIs you are not having, you don't worry about all these things. T2 micro, T2 nano, these all are types of instances. Instance types, these all are. Okay, I'll tell you in further classes. For time being, I am selecting this free tier eligibility tag one because it is under free tier. That's why I will select this one. Okay, and then next is key pair. Okay, what do you mean by
Ma'am, instance type in instance type. Here T2 micro, T2 small.
yeah?
So I mean, as per instance type, I mean instance selection. Those are the names.
Yes. If I select T2 small, you are going to get what? 1 CPU core and 2 GB memory.
Okay.
But it is not under free tier. That's why I'm not selecting this one. Okay, I'm checking this free tier eligibility tag and I'm selecting this one. If I select this one, I'm having 1 CPU core and 1 GB memory. I'm enough with this. That's why I'm selecting this one. Okay, but in companies you don't think about free tier eligibility tag and all. Okay, so they will you are going to log in with company's credit card. Of course, if you get bill also, nothing to worry, company will pay the bill. Whatever the requirements they are asking, you just launch with that configurations. Okay, no need to worry about this free tier eligibility tag. Just for practice I am telling, just choose free tier eligibility tag. Next one is key pair here. Okay, key pair means I will tell you about this key pair in a while. By that time, I'm creating new key pair here. Okay, so I'm selecting this RSA and I'm selecting, PEM. Okay, I'm selecting this PEM option. I'll give the key pair name as Windows key pair. You can give any name. There is no problem at all. Okay, create key pair. Okay, I'll tell you about this key pair in a while. Okay, next is networking. Okay, networking.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Why you are selecting RSA?
I will tell you in a while. That's why I'm telling.
Okay.
Okay. If I want to explain this one, I need to explain some more things here. That's why. Okay. So here, okay, I will explain you in a while here. Okay, why I have selected RSA means here while you are creating the key pair, this option is not highlighted. Why? Because in the world, everybody knows that RSA is the key pair name. If you launch Windows instance, and of course you have to choose this .pem format. Okay, for Windows. Okay, you can give any key pair name. I'll tell you why we are using this key pair and all. Okay. Okay, in a while I will explain. Okay, don't worry. Okay, by the end of the class, your all doubts will get clarified here. Okay, and here network settings. Here you can see the firewall or security. You just whatever I'm trying to tell, you just you just try to understand that much only. Don't go here and there. Okay, you will get confused. That's why I'm explaining step by step slowly. Okay, so next is security group. Okay, see these security groups are nothing but let me explain you here. Security groups are nothing but just like a doors to your windows. Okay, suppose my laptop is here. Okay, and if I want to access, this is my laptop here. Okay, if I want to access some Google page, means in browser, if I type something in Google page, suppose if I type IRCTC website, okay, what will be happen? I am giving in Google, I will type IRCTC, right? IRCTC I will type. Then what will be happen? This will go to the IRCTC server. Okay, this will be going to the IRCTC server. It will load the page and request will come back. From where it will come back? The IRCTC website people. That means the physical server will be somewhere else who is going to maintain by IRCTC website. Okay. So if you want to access this server, they have to open the ports here. Ports are nothing but doors for your instance. These are kind of doors. If you open these ports, then only you can access this page and you can get the response. If they are not opening these ports, your request will not go here. Okay, that's why they will open these ports for sure. Not only this IRCTC people, you can type anything in Google. If they are opening their particular port, then only you can get the response. Otherwise, you won't get. You will find that can't find the page. Sometimes you may face these kind of errors. Is it not? So in that case, they will not open the doors. Okay. And of course, if internet problem also, that kind of errors you will get. But generally here, security group is nothing but a kind of doors to your instance. Okay. So let's see that. So here, this is a security group. It is, see, by default, it is showing RDP traffic. Okay. So we are launching Windows instance here, right? For Windows instance, the default port is RDP. The default port is RDP for Windows instance. In the world, everybody knows that the default port for Windows is RDP. Okay. So here, you no need to select anything else because already they have opened this port. Okay. So here, yeah, coming to this here. And of course, here, what is the port number for this RDP? Okay, I will explain about this in a little later. Okay, default port number for this Windows is RDP. You just have to remember this one. And of course, if you select the OS, by default, you are going to get RDP only. Okay, if you select Linux operating system, you are going to get SSH port here. Okay, that we will see in next class. Okay, for time being, we will see this RDP here. Okay, by default, everybody in the world will knows that for Windows, RDP port must open. That's why default, this option has been selected. Okay, and coming to here, coming to this configuration storage, I told you, block storage, elastic block storage. Here, if you select Windows instance, we are getting 30 GB free. You can see the instructions for each and every option. They will give the instructions for free tier eligibility things. Okay, you can see the instructions here. These will comes under free tier. This is up to 30 GB. It is free. Okay, suppose if you want more, Simply, you just click add new volume. And how much GB you need, you just give the number. That's it. Giving the number only. That's it. Of course, I don't want this one. See, EBS volume. Root volume means here it will follow Linux convention. That's why it is telling about root volume. Always, not only this one, almost all cloud services will be following Linux convention. This I will explain in Linux class. Okay. So here, if you want other storage, extra storage, then select add new volume and give the GB how much you want. That's it. Changing the number only. Okay. So now I don't want this one for time being. So I'm just removing. Okay. So free tier eligible customers can get up to 30 GB of EBS. You can read the instructions. I'm okay with this 30 GB. Okay. That's why I'm giving. Suppose if you want 2 computers. Okay. I have given number of instances. I need only 1 computer. You can see the details which you have selected, whatever the options you have selected. Okay. And then you can just click on launch instance. Okay. Means my machine is launching. My computer is getting ready. Okay. You just go here, view all instances. Here my machine is ready now. It is in pending state. Okay. So here I have launched my server successfully. Means I have launched this machine successfully. Okay. So suppose I have to make use of this machine, then only there is some useful things will be work out, right? See, if you are going to buy a car, okay, you have to enjoy the ride. Simply by buying the car and keeping in home, that doesn't make any sense, right? So after buying the car, you have to use it. Then only it will be kind of satisfaction, right? In the same manner, just not simply launching the machine, we need to connect to this. Before connecting this, how we have to connect, let me explain some things. Okay, see here, this is my laptop here. Okay, and this is my instance. This is my instance. This is my laptop here. Where is my laptop? Currently, I am in Hyderabad. Okay, my laptop is in Hyderabad. And in which location I have launched instance? In which region? Did you remember? Which region? Sydney. Means physically I have launched one computer in Sydney region. Okay. I have launched one computer in Sydney region. Okay. My laptop is in Hyderabad, but I have launched a computer in Sydney region. How I have to access this one? For that, you have to enter some details. That is, first one is DNS name you have to use. Okay. And second, DNS name or IP address. Anything is same. DNS means domain name system. Okay. Future classes, I will explain all these things. Domain name system. Second one is domain name, DNS name or IP address. Both are same. Okay. As of now, you just assume that DNS and IP address is same. Okay. We need to enter DNS name and username, and the third one is password. We need to enter all these 3 details in my laptop. Okay. So DNS name here, where I have to enter these details, I have to download an application called Remote Desktop Connection. Okay. RDC, Remote Desktop Connection application. I have to download this application. Okay. So in RDC application, we have to enter all these details. Then I can connect to this server. Okay. Who is going to give this DNS username? See, all these things will be provided by, this DNS name will be there in instance. Okay. While selecting the instance only, by default, it will provide DNS name, username. Okay. So by default, while you are selecting the instance only, by default, you are going to get along with the instance, this DNS name and username. And of course, password. For entering the password, we have downloaded one PEM key. Did you remember? One PEM key we have downloaded. PEM means it's a format. Okay. Privacy enhanced mail. That is the format here. Okay. PEM key we have to download here. This PEM key we had to convert as a password. AWS gave me the PEM key, but I have to convert this PEM key as a password. Okay.
Ma'am,
You are
sorry.
understanding? Sorry?
Privacy enhanced
Privacy enhanced mail.
mail.
Yes. Okay. See, all of you, please make a note of your doubts. At the end of the session, I will explain all your doubts. Okay. PEM means privacy enhanced mail. Okay. See, this PEM key we have downloaded. Okay. That is provided by AWS. This PEM key we are trying to convert as a password. Okay, then we are going to enter password. Okay, so all the details we have to get. How we have to get? Well, let's see one by one. Okay, see, I have to connect this instance. For connecting, just select this instance, go to connect, and here you can see RDP client. Okay, you just select this. Okay, so here you just click on this option. Okay, here download remote desktop file. Just click on this. See, one application is getting downloaded. Remote desktop protocol, RDP. Okay, one file is getting downloading. Can you all able to see this? This is just now I have downloaded. If you click on this, then you can see this file. It will be getting downloaded in your system. Are you able to see this, everyone? Yes, guys.
Yes.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. If you just click on this download remote desktop file, this file will get downloaded in your machines. Okay, now I want to log into this. Just click on this, or else you just go to downloads. You just click on connect. Okay, it is trying to connect. Okay, so it is asking password. Okay, where I can get this password? I told you, no, PEM key will be there. That we have to sorry. We have to convert as a password. So how to get password here? Here, get password. Click on get password option. You just upload your key, which you have downloaded. This windows.pem. This key you just upload. This will be in an encrypted manner. You just click on decrypt password. Okay, you are going to get this password. Okay, this password you have to type there. Just select here. This password will be copied to your clipboard. Just go to downloads. Go to downloads. In this, I can find my application. Just double click on this. See, just connect. So whatever the password you have copied there, you just paste here. Okay. Okay. Just press S. See, you can see my windows now. Can you all able to see this? All of you?
Yes.
This is not my laptop. This is the one which I have launched in Sydney region. I am able to access this Windows machine. Okay. So it is getting the things. It will take some time. This is not my laptop. This is the one which we have launched a computer in Sydney region, which is somewhere else in Sydney. Okay, that I am trying to access here, Windows machine through cloud. Okay, it will take some time. Just wait for a while for getting connection. See, you can see this now. Can you all able to see this Windows thing? This is not my original laptop screen.
Yes, yes, I can see.
Okay, this is the something else which I have been downloaded. You just press yes for getting the network. Okay, so here, this is my machine here. Okay, how I can verify whatever the configuration details are there, correct or not? Okay, how I can verify here? Just go here. Here you can see folder here. You can select this one. Here in this PC, you can find the details. See how much hard disk I gave? 30 GB, right? You can see 29.9. See, 0.1 GB will be reserved for some space. See, suppose if you are going to buy one pen drive, suppose you will ask some 8 GB pen drive. Okay, if you open, if you see that pen drive, will you have 8 GB completely? It will be around 7.99 GB like that, right? So some space will be reserved for some other task. Okay, so 29.9 GB means 30 GB we have entered. Okay, how many CPU cores we have seen? That also we can find. Okay, so here you just click on properties somewhere else. See, right, click on properties here. Go to the properties, just right click and you just click on properties. Okay, see here all the specification details you are going to get here. See how much RAM is there, 1 GB. Okay, so which processor, this is the processor, okay, which we have given over there. Okay, and it is a 64-bit. Okay, and at what date it has been installed, that is the thing. Okay, date also you can see, OS build, every details relating to this system which we are going to give while launching the server, all the details you can see. Okay, in the properties. And of course, let us check the storage also. How much we gave storage? 30 GB, right? Just go to storage, see 29.9 GB. Okay, see, this is the way how we have to access this instance. So what is the use of launching this instance? See, as a DevOps engineer, like this, we are going to launch many Windows instances as per the requirements. And we are going to install many DevOps tools here. Okay, and we are going to install many applications in those DevOps tools. Because physically buying these many servers is highly impossible, right? That's why, as per the requirement, we are going to launch many servers like this. We are going to do our application things, deployments and all. Okay, and not only this. Suppose you have seen some Walmart, DMart, and all big companies. What they will do at the year end, financial ending, what they will do like this? They are going to launch many servers. Okay, they are going to launch many servers here, and then what they are going to do? They are going to do their calculations, and they will close this server. Whatever they use, they are going to get the bill only for that only. Okay, so apart from this, we have many use cases in real time. Okay, everybody are understanding, right, what I'm trying to tell you? Okay, so here, if I want to close this connection, you just simply close this. Okay, means closing in the sense you are just shutting down the monitor. That's it. You are not completely powering off the laptop. Just closing the pressing the power button in the monitor. Okay, closing in the sense. Okay, you just have to stop the instance. Otherwise, you will get the bill here. Okay, I will tell you all those things also. Just click here. You just stop the instance. Then only it will be considered as a stopped state. Just for launching, if it is stopping means you will not get any bill. See, you don't forget to stop the instance once if you are done. Again, tomorrow we are going to start the instance again. Okay, so I don't need anything else from this instance. So what I will do, I'm going to terminate the instance. Okay, I have stopped the instance. In companies, what we do generally, we are going to stop the instance today while we are living, and tomorrow again we are going to start the same instance. You will get start instance also. But for time being, I don't require this instance. So what I will do, here you can see option. Start means start the instance. Stop means stop the instance. Terminate means this instance will terminate permanently. Means the data which is there in the instance will lose completely. That is the termination. Okay, that's why don't terminate in companies even by mistake also. If you terminate by mistake, all the data you are going to lose. Okay, you just stop the instance while you are living, and the next day you just try to start the instance. Okay, so here free tier eligibility means yearly you can, 750 hours, free hours will be there. After that, you are going to get bill. Okay, so you are stopping the instance means that time will not be considered. Okay, if your instance is running, then only time will be considered. Okay, 750 hours free you are going to get here. After 750 hours, you might be asking, how Jyothi, how we are going to practice? Okay, no problem. You can create one more AWS account with one more mail ID. You can practice more 750 hours. Like this, we can practice. We can avoid bill by using these practices. Okay, are you all understanding? Everyone, I'm done with my class. If anybody are having any doubts, you just let me know. I'm done with my class right now. Any doubts to anyone? ఎవరికైనా ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగొచ్చు. అర్థమైందా ఏం చెప్పాను? Are you all understanding what I'm trying to tell you? Everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
ఓకే, అర్థమైందా ఏం చెప్పానో నేను? ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా ఇవాళ చెప్పిన దాంట్లో? సో దట్ టుమారో వి విల్ సీ Linux instance. Today we have seen Windows instance. Tomorrow we'll see Linux instance. Any other doubts to anyone? Do you have? Do you have any
When
doubts?
do they normally send the recorded sessions to our email?
That you just contact with admin team. I think only in one day they will send, I guess. Did you receive yesterday's recorded video?
No.
No, madam.
Sorry?
No, we didn't receive any.
Okay, fine. You just contact to admin team. For today's and yesterday's video, you are going to get along with the PDF file, how you are going to, create AWS account.
Okay.
Okay, maximum today or by tomorrow morning. Definitely you will get. Okay, you just contact with admin team once.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
I thought you were received the video yesterday's one. Okay, fine, no problem. So you try to, contact the admin team so that they will tell you. Any other doubts from anyone regarding to this class? ఇవాళ చెప్పింది అందరికీ అర్థమైందా అండి? Have you all understood what I told you today?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah. Any doubts to anyone?
No, ma'am. Bye. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye. Thank you, everyone. If you are not having doubts, then fine. I'm going to stop the recording and I will end the session. Okay. Bye. Good night, everyone. Have a nice sleep.
Thank you.
Tomorrow, again with the same link, we are going to join tomorrow at the same time. Okay.
Sure.
Fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Try to practice. Try to create AWS account. Okay, everyone.